my beautiful witches. Blessed be. This is WhiteRaven over here. Today's Monday, so happy Magic Monday to all of you guys. Thank you so very much for being with me yet another Monday. Today I have for you an unexpected spell. It's a very important ritual. And I strongly suggest, witches, that you watch this video all the way through because you may be needing this spell sometime in your life and you'll be very glad that you get to see this video today here with me. Before I go into the video, there's some things that I want to address today. And I don't want to be mean or anything like that. I'm pretty sure that a lot of you guys are going to understand where I'm coming from. If you're new, I welcome you into my channel. I am super excited to have you here. I am honored to have you here. However, witches, I have seen that many of you guys that request spells, that ask me very complicated questions, and many of you guys that ask me many questions are not even subscribing to my channel. So this is what I'm going to say to you today. If you are going to ask me any type of question pertaining to magic, make sure you are subscribed to my channel because I don't charge for anything. I devote myself to this channel and to you guys, and I have some of you guys that have been with me forever. I already know so many of you guys. When you guys write me something, I already know exactly who you are. On the same token, if you stumble upon my channel today because you like what you see here, please do me a favor. Please subscribe to the channel, especially if I'm going to take the time to search things for you, which I do sometimes and I shouldn't. And I'm going to take the time to guide you with your spells and with your problems. I just think this is just fair, and I wanted to leave this 10 cents in here. I hope you guys don't take it the wrong way. I just think it's fair. So if you're gonna ask me questions, please make sure you are subscribed to my social platforms. They are all linked in the description of the video, especially this channel. Thank you. Today I was answering one of your emails, and the topic on that email I think is something I want to discuss in here today. And I'm going to put a timestamp so you know when the spell is going to begin, okay? Because what I'm going to talk about right now has nothing to do with the spell. One of you guys was writing me because you were trying to establish a connection with a goddess, an Egyptian goddess. And I'm not going to, I don't want to go into details with this. So this person was trying to establish a relationship with this particular goddess. And this person was writing to me that while she was doing her chants and she was trying to establish the conversation, it was at night, her fire alarm started going off, and she said there was no smoke, and she was very scared, and she took this as a no from the goddess, meaning I don't want to help you. And this is what I want to tell you guys, which is spirits, deities, goddess, and gods, and whatever you want to call upon are not necessarily there to scare you. If they don't want to work with you, they'll let you know. You'll know they just won't work for you. But deities and spirits and ancestors, they're not there to scare the bejesus out of you. All right? Now, if you promise an Orisha or any spirits or anybody, the dead that you're working with, something, and you do not commit to your promise, then that's a different story. Because there's some Orishas out there, and I have talked to you guys about many times, that are extremely particular about what they want and how they want it. So, but in reality, if you are just trying to establish communication with any of these spirits and you're doing it in such a respectful way, trust me when I tell you, none of those spirits are going to come back at you and scare the bejesus out of you and traumatize you out of spite. It's just not the nature of a spirit. I mean, they are so beyond our own comprehension. Now, again, and I'm going to stress this out, if you promise something to a deity, a spirit, or a dead person, and you do not commit to your word, then that's different. Many deities, spirits, orishas, energies are extremely particular about you keeping the end of the bargain. So please make sure that you know that. Thank you so much for the email. I'm really happy that you sent me that email because I get the chance to talk about it right here today. And that's it. Okay, which is the spell that I have for you today is something that was not on schedule. And it was inspired on a video that I recently watched about another fellow witch that had a stalker. And you know what? Maybe many of you guys have never had the terrible experience of dealing with a stalker, but many of us have. Many people have. And it's not a pretty situation. When I was watching this video, I felt really bad for this person. She was extremely distressed. And it looked like it really affected her. Like it was a pretty big deal. Based on that video, I got inspired to do this for you today. And I really hope that if you need it, you watch this video and I am able to help you with magic. Today, I'm going to be using one of my favorite and a very respected saint from Espiritismo. And his name is El Barón del Cementerio, San Elías. I'm going to pronounce his name in Spanish. I'm not going to be saying Elias or Baron because that's not how I refer to this saint. El Barón del Cementerio is here to revoke any evil acts that somebody tried to inflict upon you. El Barón del Cementerio plays no games. He is obviously in charge of the cemeteries. And when you visit a cemetery, he is the one that is going to give you permission to enter. So when you enter the cemetery, you acknowledge El Barón del Cementerio. And when you leave, you acknowledge Al Barón as well. Obviously, in voodoo and in Santeria, it is called with different names, particularly in voodoo. Sometimes they relate El Barón del Cementerio to El Barón Semedi, or they also relate it to Papa Legba and also Mama Brigitte. Me personally, I work with El Barón del Cementerio as San Elías, so I am going to be doing this video using that particular saint. If you feel more comfortable using any other deity that pertains to the cemetery and has the same attributes that these energies do, then by all means use the one that you want. Now, I'm going to warn you, sometimes I work with some spirits and some saints that to me are no joke, but I feel so moved while watching the video from this fellow witch that had that stalker that I truly feel in my heart that I need to share this spell with you guys today because it's that important. I feel like sooner or later, hopefully none of you guys will, but if you do, you have this piece of video here, this fantastic spell for you to get rid and analyze and cut this person's legs immediately. Like, this is going to be no joke. Now, for this ritual, you're going to need a few things. Pay attention, witches. I do not have any substitution for anything in this spell. You either do this spell the way I'm telling you, or this is not the ritual for you. And I hope I'm making myself very clear. All right? You're going to need a hammer. Okay? Trust me, you're going to need a hammer. You are going to need, witches, 3 nails. And please choose your nails according to the candle that you're going to be using because you need to hammer these nails in your candle. The candle that I'm going to use for this particular spell is going to be in white color and it's going to be a chunky candle. You are going to need, which is a piece of red cord. And when I said a piece of red cord, I strongly suggest that you get something really thin, like this piece of cord that I'm showing you. Because we are going to bind this person and we're going to use this piece of red cord to bind this person. And this is going to be around your candle. So while your candle is burning, you don't want a big piece of ribbon because that's going to make a lot of fire. So please make sure you get like a hemp cord or cotton cord that you can tie around your candle. You are going to need a little bit of butter, okay? Butter. You're going to need commanding oil. And if you know about my website, I have commanding oil for you guys. That's one of my first products that I had since day one. So you're going to need commanding oil. You're also going to need some sugar, okay? You are going to need a powder that I'm going to have in my website, and this is used in Espiritismo spells, and it's called Precipitado Rojo. And Precipitado Rojo is going to make sure that justice is served, that you annihilate that person that is stalking you. This is a pretty serious spell, witches, so I really hope that you take this very, very seriously, because I am not playing today. I'm being dead serious when I'm sharing not only the use of this saint, El Barón del Cementerio, San Elías, but the use of the things and the ritual that we're going to be making. Okay, which is the first thing that we're going to do. We are going to write the name of the person 3 times across your candle. If you do not know the name of the person that is stalking you, then you're going to write my stalker. Next, witches, we are going to grab our butter, and this is why I have gloves. You don't have to have gloves if you don't want to, but we're going to grab our butter and we are going to anoint this candle. See, this is where we write down the name. I put my stalker in there. If you know the name of the person, please make sure to put the name of the person. Grab your powders and put some of these powders in your candle. So this one over here, again, is called Precipitado Rojo. And is very well known in Espiritismo. And is used a lot in Espiritismo to empower any type of jobs, magical jobs, and also to make sure that justice is served. This looks awesome. Your candle should look something like this, witches. Now you're going to grab the sugar. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to sprinkle some sugar in your candle. Okay, witches, so now that we finish anointing this candle with the butter, the Precipitado Rojo, and the sugar, we are going to make a knot. We're going to get our red cord, make a knot, and we are going to chant this chant. And I'm going to put the chant in the description of the video as well. This is not a candle I am binding, but the evil steps that my stalker, or you can say the name of the person, is taking towards me. You devoted child, WhiteRaven, or you say your name. And we're going to chant this chant 3 times. So let's do this one more time. This is not a candle I am binding, but the evil steps that my stalker is taking towards me. Your devoted daughter, WhiteRaven. Repeat this chant 3 times. Obviously, you're going to use your name and you're going to use the name of your stalker. And if you don't have the name of your stalker, then say my stalker. Okay, witches, so now that you have your candle with the red cord around, we are going to hammer 3 nails in the shape of a triangle. So we're going to hammer this one here. Now that you have that first nail in there, this is a chant that we're going to chant. Barón San Elías, Barón del Cementerio. 3 times I will invoke your name. Please send 3 of your chosen spirits to my aid, so no man or woman ever born will be able to perform treacherous acts against me, so mote it be. Now we're going to do the second nail. And we're going to repeat the chant. Barón San Elías, Barón del Cementerio. 3 times I will invoke your name.
Please send 3 of your chosen spirits to my aid, so no man or woman ever born will be able to perform treacherous acts against me. Now we're going to do our last nail. And we do our chant one more time. Barón San Elías, Barón del Cementerio. 3 times I will invoke your name. Please send 3 of your chosen spirits to my aid, so no man or no woman ever born will be able to perform treacherous acts against me. So what it be? Now that you have your candle in here and you finish with your chanting, add some of the commanding oil into the candle, which is around the plate. You can also add more precipitado rojo. Again, I will have this for you in my website coming up soon. Get your sugar, add it around the plate as well. And if you want witches, also add the butter. You can add the butter in your plate as well, witches. Now, there's one more thing that you can add if you feel comfortable and if you want to. And that is going to be, which is some of your urine. Let it go there, which is light your candle up. Of course, you're going to be doing this at midnight on Friday. Please make sure, don't deviate, witches. You are invoking not only an extremely powerful saint, but he's going to be sending to you 3 spirits, dead spirit, like I'm talking about 3 dead. He has power over death, and he's going to be sending those 3 spirits to assist you in this magic. Think about what you want, visualize, annihilate this person. How dare this person cross your path? You have none other than San Elías El Barón del Cementerio backing you up. And you are going to terminate this evil person. Which is, you are going to perform this ritual on Friday at midnight. That is the time that you invoke San Elías El Barón del Cementerio. That is the time. Once your candle is completely consumed and everything is extinguished, take all the remnants of your spell and you're going to bury that far away from you. Leave it in the hands of El Barón. Be done, witch. Just make sure that you attend your saint. Make sure that on Monday you light a white candle and you give El Barón very strong black coffee, no sugar. Make sure that if they do for you, witches, you do for them. Do not forget their offerings. And that's it, witches. I really hope this ritual help you eliminate, annihilate, terminate that stalker that you have. You know what? You are protected by so many spirits. There are so many things out there that are here to assist you. There's no stalker have no chance against you. There's no stalker that's gonna have chance against San Elías and all these 3 spirits that he's going to be send you to assist you with this evil person. Please email me if you have any questions at lairofthewitch@yahoo.com. Remember, please, if you are going to ask me any questions, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna check. Remember that I am in Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. And go visit my website, WhiteRavenandWitchesLair.com. Remember, witches, you must stay very smart. Very, very, very smart. But in this world, you must stay so very wicked. Bye.